Hello guys! So it feels like a really long time that I've done like a sit down video, so this is a bit strange because I've just been doing like vlogs and stuff lately, so I need to get back into the swing of it. Also, I may look like an avatar and quite blue. I am wearing like a blue jumper, but it's so hard to get light outside lately. The whole day has just been like grey, so I look kind of ill like grey and blue, and if I put my lights on it just looks like it's night time. We're gonna have to stick to being blue. So today's video is actually going to be a kind of magical gifting, if you can't tell already, Harry Potter related. So it's basically all of the kind of like gifts and stuff which I got given for Christmas, which are just Harry Potter based, which seems to be a lot, as people know that I have a lot of kind of like interests, but mainly one of them is like my Harry Potter collecting and all like magical objects. So I thought I'd show you some of the magical gifts that I kind of got given to me for Christmas, and also there's like one item which I picked up from Primark recently I thought I'd show you, because a lot of things will be on sale now, so if you're like didn't get something what was on your wish list, or you're a collector and it's something you kind of want to have in your collection, you might be able to get like a good price for it now. And also I just love watching little magical videos of like things that I'd like to have in my collection, because I hope that one day when I have like a house of my own that I can have like a proper wall of Harry Potter goodies and make it a magical home. So let's begin. So my first item is where the magic starts, obviously. It's a wand, and for some reason when I have an object in the screen with me, we're now going very orange instead of the weird blue, which is a much nicer colour, but as soon as I take it away I go blue again. So we're just gonna have some magical colour changes with this video, so I apologise. Back to the wand. So this is actually a light up wand. I believe you can download an app where you can do some kind of colour drawing with it with the wand. I haven't tested it out yet, but it kind of shows you a bit of an image there. It's called a light painting wand. But basically I have a wand which is like the replicas you get from the studio tour. I bought this off Depop at like half the price, and I just really wanted to have my own replica of one of the intricate wands. So I got myself Fleur de la Cour wand, because I thought that one, if I was a witch, is how my wand would look. It's very like intricate and delicate, and it's kind of like Victorian. It's very beautiful. And I went to Hogwarts in the snow at the start of December, and I brought my wand with me because I wanted to make some really nice photos for Instagram and just for memories. And unfortunately, as soon as I got there, because I was getting quite stressed, my wand fell out of my backpack and it smashed. So I need to get some super glue and try and fix it. So I was so gutted about that. I couldn't really take any photos with like my broken wand. So Nick actually bought me this because I said it would be magical to have one what lights up. I thought it would look cool in like the Forbidden Forest where it's kind of like glowing. So hopefully if I go again, maybe next year, year after that, for another studio tour, I can take this with me and make magic photos. And because it's plastic and not like the kind of resin the other ones are made out of, if I drop it, hopefully this wouldn't really break and I wouldn't be as gutted about it, because it's not as like expensive replica. It's actually like a toy. Next up is another kind of replica. So this is the skele-gro. So this is actually a water bottle, which is super handy. So it's actually functional, like you can just have it on your shelf, but it'd be so cool if you're traveling with this and you're just drinking out of a bottle of skele-gro. I'll probably use this just as a prop for my shelves. However, I am tempted to actually use it for a water bottle, and because it's quite like a just durable plastic, it should be pretty fine. You could still use it as a prop afterwards as well. I think you can get these on Amazon, and you can also get them off of the shop that must not be named. Just very happy to have my own replica skele-gro. I've wanted it since I saw that it got released. There's also a Hagrid's umbrella now as well. So my mum got me a to-do list. I am a list writer and I love making lists, and this is a Harry Potter one which you can get from Primark. This is probably in the sale now, as they'll be getting rid of all their kind of Christmas stuff. I'm not so keen on the chibi designs anymore, because I feel like especially Primark have kind of overkilled it a bit, and I like things that look more like they'd be in the magical world. But anything what's like stationary, what has it on, I'm perfectly fine with. It has a magnet on the back so you can put it on your fridge, so you can do like your food shopping, or you could just do it as things to do. So I do it for photos I need to take, videos I need to film, or just just general adult tasks which are not magical. My mum also got me this water bottle. I've actually bought myself one which was from Wilkinson's. So have a look in Wilkinson's. They did actually do a Harry Potter range this year, so I'm sure they'll be half price or something like that. And I got a water bottle exactly the same. However, it had, I don't go looking for trouble, trouble usually finds me. I think that's the quote, what it said on it. Whereas this one is, I much prefer, because this is like one of my favourite things from the film. It is the Marauders map, and it says mischief managed, and it has all of the little footsteps on it, and it says, I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. And it has a straw on it as well. I bought one to take to work, and I really wanted another one that had like a straw on it, so I'm so glad I got this at home. And I believe they sell this in Aldi, and it must be like £2-3. I mentioned how much I love my props and replicas, and I really wanted this. As soon as I found it, it was on the Shop That Must Not Be Named website. I'll link those down below. Anyway, you can kind of find these objects like Amazon and stuff. And I did see one of these at the studio tour. So when I went to Hogwarts in the Snow with my mum, I saw one of these plates and I thought it was the one I saw online, but they're actually a lot more expensive. So you just got one plate and it was like proper ceramic and everything, but it's £15 for one plate, and they had 3 options, like 3 designs. So then obviously it does add up to a lot of money if you want to have the whole set. So this was actually £15 for a set of 4. They are obviously not as good quality as the ones you get at the studio tour. They're mainly like plastic and durable, which I don't mind, to be honest, because I'm clumsy, and if I hang these on a wall and they drop and it smash, I would be so gutted. So I'm quite glad they're plastic. So this is the first one, and obviously these are the plates from Dolores Umbridge's very pink sickly cat office. I love the aesthetic, hate the woman. Who doesn't love her pink cute aesthetic? So this is one of the plates. They are plastic. I wasn't too sure what to start with, but the bigger ones are plastic with a grumpy cat on it. The next one up is slightly smaller, and this has 2 little black kitties in a basket in. I think this is one of the most memorable plate if you've seen the films or been to the studio tour. Another smaller plate, and this has 1 little kitty on. And then last but not least is this tiny one. I thought this was ceramic, but I think it's plastic, but it's a lot thicker. I'm not too sure, but that has a very tiny grumpy kitty on it. And obviously in the film they move and meow and stuff. These don't do that, but they're still magical. So we have these. Weren't actually a present from Christmas what anyone gave me. I picked these up from Primark the other day. So I just wanted to show you them because obviously they're new out. So if you want some, you can go to the store quickly and get them. But basically they're just some trainers. They were £12 and they have the Marauders map on them. I know that Vans did do obviously a Harry Potter range and they had the slip-ons, which I probably would have preferred like it all be in the Marauders map, but they were a bit more pricey. So these are a good kind of substitute if you can't afford like the Vans version. So they just have the Marauders map on them and then a kind of black velvet for the rest. And they're really great for when I go to work and stuff in, because they're quite casual, and because they're cheaper, I don't mind if they get ruined. So check your local Primark because they might have some more Harry Potter shoes. Alright, so I'll try and speed up because I'm getting bluer and we're losing light very quickly. Bring on spring, because honestly, I don't know if I'm the only one, but as much as I love being cozy in winter, the weather and the darkness makes me feel so ugh. And I can't wait to have more light and feel more productive. So these were what I got given by my mum for Christmas, and I was so happy. I've not bought any of these, so I said to her that I kind of want to start collecting more books and things so that when I move out and have like a proper bookshelf, and I wanted to collect the Harry Potter books, which are all illustrated by Jim Kay, is it? Yes, by Jim Kay. She got me all of them and I was so happy because obviously they're releasing kind of like one a year, and we've got up to the 4th book, and I don't think the latest book that they've brought out in paperback yet, or like soft cover. So they are just beautiful. I'll try and find a really pretty illustration for you. Here we go, Hagrid. Everyone loves Hagrid. They're basically just very beautifully illustrated books. There we go, we've got one of Fluffy. I like them being in kind of like the smaller paperbacks. They're a lot more compact, and obviously if you collect a lot of things, it's a lot easier to store. These also come, like the paperback versions, come with a special kind of poster. The Philosopher's Stone comes with, I think it's illustrated highlights, and it's like a dragon. This one comes with Diagon Diagon Alley, which I really love. So this is the Chamber of Secret. Let's find a nice illustration for you. There we go. So that is nearly headless Nick on a horse there. I just love them. They feel so nice, and it just makes reading them like a whole different experience, like having visuals as you're reading along. So I'm really looking forward to reading them again. My mum also got me the third one. So this is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and this is the hardback one. So you can kind of see the size difference of the like soft ones to the hardback, and this came out I believe last year. I don't know if there's a paperback of it yet, but again, really beautiful. I do like the hardback ones because it feels a lot more like sturdy and it's bigger, so you get better visions of like the illustrations, but obviously the soft ones are easier to kind of store. So the last one she got me was the one that got released this year. I can't remember when it got released, but quite recently, and it's Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And I'm interested to see the next ones because these are getting quite thick. So when it gets to like book 7, it's going to be crazy, but these are beautiful. I'm so excited to read these. Honestly, there's so many pretty illustrations in them, and I think the more books they're doing, the more illustrations they're putting like alongside the writing as well. But yeah, I was so happy and so grateful for my mum for picking these up for me, because I love Harry Potter books, illustration books, because I'm kind of like artist design person. It's kind of what I've like studied in and what I'm interested in. I just love seeing artwork. It really inspires me. So I got some Harry Potter pens from my brother. These are just all the houses. My mum also got me a 2020 diary. This is "Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic." And do you know what? I can't remember who said that. It's in the same style of Molly Wease's one, so I'm not too sure if it was her what said it. Write down below if you remember who said that. It has Hedwig inside as well, and it's just like a 2020 little diary, which I actually find these really useful. My brother also got me Harry Potter Top Trumps 30 Witches and Wizards. So picked these up for me, the Harry Potter jelly slugs, which I've not actually had before because they can be quite expensive. I know they sell them in places like Primark and they're around £3, so I've just never picked them up. So my dad got me these Harry Potter pyjamas, and they have cozy socks in. So they've got Hedwig Owl cozy bottoms and a Hogwarts kind of jumpery top. I can't wait to cuddle up with these and read my Harry Potter books and drink some hot chocolate. So they'll be in the sale. I think they're £14 and they're £7 in Primark now. So if you want to pick them up, it's a good time to go get them. And then my mum also got me a duvet cover. I am a sucker for duvet covers. I have way too many. These, I think they sold them at Asda. It's either Aldi or Asda, I think, do them. It doesn't say on it, but it says, "I would rather be at Hogwarts this Christmas," and they're reversible. But I'll probably keep them on this kind of magical side. So you might have seen my Oxford prison vlog recently where I went to Oxford, and obviously they have a lot of film sets what were from the Harry Potter movies, and I showed you one of the locations. So my mum actually went down to Oxford with my nan, and they went to the Shop of Secrets. So she got me this little tote bag from there. I use tote bags all the time, and I think that was the shop I was trying to find with Nick, and I just could not find it. So I'll need to ask her where it is, because when I go back in February, I really want to pay a visit. So as a gift from there, she picked up this plain line notebook, and it is Diagon Alley, and on the front it's a magical one, so it kind of looks 3D. I have seen these in Claire's before, so I'll link those down below, but I absolutely love that. It looks so magical. And to write in my magical notebook, she got me this pen, and it says "The Shop of Secrets, Oxford" carved into it. We have a calendar. I mean, it would just be sacrilegious to not have a calendar of like Harry Potter each year. I always kind of ask for one. This one is blue, and it's very different to the one I had last year, January. So that is the Philosopher's Stone, and then my birthday month is February, and that is the Chamber of Secrets. And let's check if we have Voldemort for December. No, we have Dobby, and obviously this is from the Deathly Hallows, so I'm happy it's Dobby and it's not Voldemort, because one year I was like, that is not Christmassy having Voldemort for December. So I have my Hogwarts trunk. I'm ready to get on platform 9 3/4 and head to Hogwarts. This is what I got from my brother, and these are in the boot sale now. You can get these, I believe they were £50, which I don't think they should have been priced at £50 originally anyway, but they've gone down to 25, but if you watch out they might end up going down to 15. So it's very hard to show you a lot of it's kind of falling down, but basically you get a lot of goodies in here. So you get a a Luna Lovegood face mask, and then you get these mask sheet of Hedwig, Harry and Luna, so you can have a little like pamper sesh. You get a Hogwarts makeup bag. This is a little fan brush. You get Hedwig hand cream, which is adorable. You get a golden snitch if you can catch it, a very large one, so it'll be easy to catch. It's a bath bomb, and then you get all of these little bath essences. So you get Hufflepuff, you get Ravenclaw, Slytherin, and there's also a Gryffindor as well, and they're all in the house colours. A very nice treat. So that is actually all of my Harry Potter items. I believe I've shown you them all. Yeah, okay. There we go. I'm going to show you actually 3 more things which aren't Harry Potter specifically. However, I feel like they're quite magical, and I think if you give them to someone who are like a Harry Potter fan, or if you're a fan yourself. So this is what I actually wanted to show you. Magical gin. So obviously if you're 18 in the UK and you're allowed to drink, if you give them a little shake, then they do have glitter in them. So this one is sugar plum flavoured gin liquor, and I don't know if you can see, it's got like this magical iridescent kind of glitter in there, and they just look like potions. Like, how beautiful is that? So I'm very excited to drink this. This one was from Sainsbury's. This is another one from Sainsbury's, and this was chocolate orange flavoured gin liquor. I think the other one looks like dragon's blood, and this kind of looks like, I don't know, reminds me of Gringotts, but they just look like potions, and obviously it is edible glitter. So magical. It just reminds me of something what Snape would have in his like stores. So this one was actually from Home Bargains, and it was about £7, so super affordable as well, because I know some of the fancy alcohol, they can be pretty expensive, but this is Snow Fairy Gin. Small batch gin, traditionally distilled and cut with fairy water, infused with cinnamon, spice and orange. Shake to awake the magic. But this reminds me of like unicorn blood. They did have a unicorn one I had recently, and that was like a pink. There we go. We have some magical potion gins. So I don't know if you can use them to put in potion bottles to display, but they're just super pretty. So that is it. I'm sorry that this video has gone from orange to blue, and it's kind of been like a disco. I don't know what's going on with the lighting, and it is getting dark as it's about 3:30 now. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing all my magical gifts, and let me know if you've picked any of them up in the sale, if you're planning to, if you want to add them to your little Harry Potter collection, and what your favourite item was. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope you have a lovely magical 2020.